This next segment is still along the same lines as building as we wait. I'm so excited for this segment. It's about finance. It's about finances. It's so important that we're building our finances as we're waiting as well. Whatever we're praying for, we need money. We need money for it to work. People, I think sometimes it's a misconception in church that people say money is the root of all evil. Absolutely not. The love of money, but it is biblical that money is good. Money fixes all problems, everything. So I'm so excited for this next speaker to come up. She is a dear sister of mine, and today is her birthday, actually. So I have the pleasure of introducing Miss Krystle Nkrumah. She is a woman who truly loves God and life. She is a proud mom of 2 active kids, and she is a fiance to Mr. Victor. She's passionate about financial literacy and helping others grow in their careers, from finding new opportunities to confidently asking for what they deserve. After completing a biblical finance course, it completely transformed her own life. Krystle became debt-free and developed a heart to help others experience the same breakthrough. Her message today is warm, relatable, and rooted in truth that God's order brings overflow. So if you come help me welcome Miss Krystle Nkrumah to the stage. Happy birthday, Krystle.
Hello. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mildred, I couldn't have written it myself better, eh? You did a good job, wonderful job. Minister Carla, you came to fight us. You came, I was sitting there like, oh, everything, chips, refined sugar. I was like, oh, I just bought my mom canola oil because I thought it was good. So I have to throw everything away, but I appreciate it. It was a really great message. I'm so honored to be here. And this whole week has been the devil trying to not get me here, but guess what? Guess who won? Right? I'm here. So first and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank this beautiful lady right here, Queen of Enjoyment. I want to know how you got that name, but you can tell me later. How did you? Okay, tell me later, but I want to first thank the Queen of Enjoyment, Reverend Susan, for inviting me here. I truly appreciate it, and I hope that my message can get even to one person. I'll be truly thrilled, but I thank you, and Mildred, for speaking my name in a room that I wasn't in, because I didn't, she called me, and I was like, no. I don't like public speaking. But God has been preparing me to be here transparently, like really and truly, like I'm here to tell you guys my story, and God has truly prepared me for this stage, so I thank you for speaking of me in the room that I wasn't in, and I will share all the wonderful things that I've learned. So, before I do that, hold on, let me just get into my 1 second, I'm sorry. Oh. All right, so first off, so the message is waiting on the Lord. So I thought like, okay, I want like a message that kind of works with what I'm speaking of. And my title is When Waiting Pays Off. And the pun is intended. The pun is intended. It's like truly intended. And I thought I was taking a shower, and when I'm in my shower, I don't know, you ladies, like when I'm in my shower, I have my best thoughts. And I can sing in the shower. I can hold a note in the shower. Like the octave, whatever's in the, like, I'm like, wow. Like, but then when I'm singing out here, I'm like, well, okay, no, that's not how it sounded in the shower. But I have my, my best ideas in the shower. And I said, when you wait, when you truly wait, does anything bad come from it? Like waiting, like slow to speak. When somebody's telling you something, or when you're hot and you're angry and you wait, there's benefit, right? When you're working out and you're waiting, there's benefit. You'll, slim waist, maybe, I don't know, taller, whatever you're trying to, achieve. When you wait, there's always good things at the end of the waiting. So the pun is intended, but truly waiting does pay off, okay? Okay, so my name is Krystle Nkrumah. Mildred did introduce me. So apart from being a child of God, truly love God even in all my iniquities, like God is, everything that I am today is truly because of him. And I honestly couldn't even imagine it. Like, man planned, God laughs, because what he has for you is far better and greater. So I'm here today merely because of him. So during the day I work in pharmaceutical. I work, when she was talking, I'm like, yeah, I got it. I was like, hey, Mildred, you really, you know? So I work in pharmaceutical. I mean, I argue when I can argue, like I do. I do. I'm a patient service manager in pharmaceutical. I manage IBS, so it's irritable bowel syndrome. So she spoke about that, a portfolio there. So that's what I do during the day. And I say that all because I'm not a financial guru. I didn't take a financial university course. I merely just followed the word. I took an amazing course that transformed my life transparently. And I'll get into all the crazy things that I was going through while, I don't know if at that point in time I would call waiting, but prior to my waiting, all the things that I was in financially for the most part. But yeah, so I'm in pharmaceutical. I am a patient service manager. Mildred mentioned I have 2 wonderful kids and a fiance, Victor Day, who's helping me out while I'm here watching my children. And I think one of the biggest things before I say this is, before I even go into my story, is nobody's perfect. So if whatever you're trying to receive or achieve in your financial journey, know that it's yours, right? You're not in competition with the person beside you. You're not in competition with the person on social media. Like, who cares about all that? And it's fake. Okay? It is absolutely fake. Like, we can all do those things. We can all go buy a Louis. I'm not saying buying a Louis Vuitton purse is bad. You can. You may be broke. You may be using all of your paycheck, and you don't know if that's what they're doing. So this journey is yours. You stay in your lane. You focus on whatever you need to focus on, and it's your story to tell at the end of it. All right. Okay, so how it started. So 10 years ago, we were going to a different church, and there was an opportunity for us to join a biblical finance course. And I was a lot younger. I mean, my birthday today, I'm a little bit younger than you. I'm 20. I'm 20. I'm just a little bit. 10 years ago, so I was younger, naive. You know when you think you know everything? I knew nothing. There was an opportunity to join a biblical finance course. So I'm sure it came up on the slide, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going. No. Saturday morning? Absolutely not, I'm not going. I'm pretty sure my church mother at the time strong-armed me, because that was just her personality, which is okay, because it got me here today. She strong-armed me to join this biblical finance course. So I was like, okay, I don't have a choice. Like, what am I going to say no to a Ghanaian lady? Like, she will kill me. So I have to get up in the morning and go. So she signed me up, we went, and the facilitator, his name was Kofi. And he was, just the way he was speaking and what he was saying and the things that he was doing, I was like, there is no way you're living your life so diligently. Like, how are you doing it? And I'm just looking at him as he's talking. And I'm like, liar. Liar. But okay, but liar, right? And just not seeing it for what it really was, you know? So it was a 12-week course, and every Saturday I would show up. And he would say things. And there was one huge thing that stuck out. And one of the things was he asked us a question. How much does God own of your finances, of all of our finances? What does he own? Some people said 10%, 20%, tithing, 30%, right? And I'm like, yeah, 20%. It's in the Bible. Ask me if I even read it somewhere. I don't, it's 20%, it's 20%. He's like, God owns all of it. All of it. And I was like, yeah, that is true. He owns all of it, right? And if he owns all of it, you gotta monitor it properly. So then it just started to everything was just clicking. I'm like, okay, I get it, okay. You know when you're fighting it, and then when God puts it on you, you're like, all right, sorry, I get it, right? So finally took it in. We had the 12-week course. I graduated. My cousin Nadia, I think she's not in here right now, she left. She was in it with me. So the 12-week course, we graduated. We're like, okay, Nadia, let's go to the bank and set up our accounts. I want to be a good steward. Let's go. Set up all the accounts. Kingdom, bills, sell, all the things, okay? Ask me what I did after. Nothing. I did nothing. I set up, I went into, like I took my time, went into BMO, booked an appointment, spoke to the manager. Yes, I want a Kingdom account, and mind you, I'm in the office sitting down, and I'm telling her, the lady, whatever, I don't know her name, whatever the lady's job is. Yeah, this is for biblical finance, and I need to have a fund for Kingdom. I need to have a fund for my cell phone for this, all the things. Went home and I did absolutely nothing with it. 2 years later, and within that 2 years, I like to call it the black hole. And the reason why I call it the black hole, because I graduated from university. I was in debt that I've never seen before. I was living in, it's just sad, like thinking about it actually it's not, it is sad thinking about the person that I was at the time, but just living in negative. I was using my overdraft. My check was going in on Thursday, Friday. If I had money, it would have been a prayer. Like I had no money. And I always tell this story to my cousins or whoever's willing to listen to me, is like, that was the worst point of my life. I was spending money I had no business spending. I was so unorganized. I was just chaos, constant chaos I was living in. No mental clarity, just in financial ruin, transparently. And honestly, I think I was like 25. I was so young. I was like 26, 27. All this debt, line of credit card debt, living in overdraft, had a car note, gas. My gas tank was paying $100 a week because I was doing nonsense, transparently. I was very unorganized, and I had tools over here that I wasn't listening to and I wasn't paying attention to. I was just living my life, right? So I was at work one day, and I opened up, I used to hate going into my Bank of Montreal app because I knew what I was gonna see, right? But I'm like, I gotta pay the credit card. Like I have to, let's figure out where we're gonna get it from. So I go into my BMO account, I open up my app, and I don't know, in my mind, I think I thought that there was money. I don't know where the money was gonna come from, but I thought that there was money that was there, so I was gonna take money and pay off my credit, or put money towards my credit card. So I go in and it's negative $400. And I said, God, honestly, I need help. I don't know, like this cannot go on. I'm gonna be 30 soon. Like I cannot continue a life like this. Like this is insane. And you know what God said to me? I gave you the tools a long time ago. I was like, very good. It's like, all right, okay. So, right then and there, I wish I brought the book. I was working at Shoppers Drug Mart at the time. I got a book. I borrowed a book from the supply closet. I got a book, and I started writing down everything. First thing I wrote down was Kingdom. Then I wrote down all the bills and stuff that I owed, so my cell phone bill, whatever, all the things. And then your extras, right? You're a woman, you wanna get your hair done, you wanna get your nails done, all the things. So I put everything down. And then based off of what they taught me in biblical finance. And then at the top, I put what my salary was for the month. And then I broke it down. I broke it down to the T. And when I was getting paid, I was upset because I felt like they're underpaying me. Everything was everybody else's fault. They're underpaying me. What kind of slavery is this? Like, I was so ridiculous. I was so ridiculous, so ungrateful. What kind of slavery is this? They're paying me. I'm working so hard. And look, I can't even pay my bills. Mind you, I booked a girls' trip that I had, like, me and my girlfriends, literally, I paid a down deposit, $250 going on a cruise. I don't know if you remember, Mildred. I had no money. I didn't even know how I was gonna pay off that cruise. I had no idea, but I'm mad because I'm like, underpaid, underappreciated, doing the most. So anyway, I take the dollar amount that I'm making on a monthly basis, I do my bi-weekly, I take that, and I start breaking down what my bills are. My cell phone bill, whatever I owe, so my minimum payment, my max, whatever it is, I do all my things. Guess who had enough? I did. I had enough, and your point, because I was wasting my money on things. Oh, my friend, oh, let's go for eat. Okay. Let's go get it. Okay. Oh, this jacket looks nice. Buy it. You know, no accountability. No accountability of what being a good steward is in your finances, right? A good steward is having hard conversation with yourself. A good steward is saying no sometimes, you know, when you have debtors, right? So I did all that. I, you know, did the calculations. I had enough money to even put some, I probably couldn't do my nails every month, but I had money to put aside to maybe do it every other month. You know, to get my hair done maybe every month. I don't know, whatever was my priorities at the time. And then I was like, wow, my math is not my math, it's God's math. God's math will it will equal out to be what you need if you're doing the right thing. Let's just be frank, right? So I applied it and I stuck by it day by day. And every day, the thing that I hated to do, open up my app, I opened up my app every single day because now I'm in charge. I need to be in charge of what's going out and what's coming in because I'm saying, I'm being responsible. These are the things that I need to do. Let's make sure. Did the bank take $1? Why? You know, it's a little extreme, but it's, right? They're taking $1 from 1 million people. That's $1 million, right? But all of that to say is I jumped on the wagon of being accountable, owning my finances, and trusting in what I was taught, okay? My next piece of after the black hole, and I'm in this point in time of my finances of saying to myself, I trust you, God, and I'm gonna do what you set somebody to come and teach me. So now I'm in this waiting on the Lord financially phase. And waiting on the Lord is, Reverend Dr. Harriet said, it's not fun. I'm sorry, it's not easy. Like, I don't want to glamify, I don't want to make it glorified, and it's hard. It's tough. Like, you will cry. It's sad, you know, but you have to, it's transparently like standing here, and I don't want to come off like it's, when you're trying to get there, I don't want to come off like it's easy. It isn't easy, but you do kind of have to think about the end result, right? You do kind of have to think about it, like, it will get better. I'm here for a reason. So just wait, okay? So in my period of waiting, I was just plugging. I was plugging everything that I was taught constantly, like every single day, just saying to myself, okay, I love to dress up, and I love all these things, but look at the credit card. Look at the line of credit. You love to dress, we know you love to dress up, Krystle. Look at the line of credit and look at the credit card. Like, you did a good job doing all those things, okay? So one of the big things is what I used to do, for example, just to kind of get your mindset as to what I used to do versus what I changed. So for example, if I were to go to the mall, and if I seen something that I like, I would buy it. No questions asked. There was no rhyme or reason to what I was doing. I was just doing it. Krystle, in her waiting stage, if I would even allow myself to go to, it depends if you have self-control. I didn't have self-control, transparently. Right? So I would say to myself, you can't go to the mall today, or you can't go to the mall this month, but maybe in October, if you save the $25 and you see something that you like, within reason, you can go to the mall. You like to go out for dinner? You can't do it every week. Minister Carla just told us, we can't eat the junk food all the time, but maybe 3 months from now, maybe when you lowered your credit card, or maybe when you paid down your line of credit, or maybe when you put money aside, or whatever you did, you planned, you can enjoy a night out with your girlfriends or your partner, right? So it was just changing my mindset, because that's how I operated. I was somebody that, like, I didn't want to tell myself no, right? But sometimes you do. You have to be practical with yourself. And you have to say, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm telling myself no now so I can be a gracious giver later on. Okay? Also, while I waited, media team, there's a slide. I stayed motivated by what, like if you're on Instagram or if you have YouTube or whatever, I stayed motivated and I watched some people. So it's my fault I gave it to her late. Some people I watched, Dave Ramsey. He's a Christian. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Dave Ramsey. He's a Christian. Oh, he's amazing. He's a Christian finance. I don't know what his background is. I think he's an accountant. I'm not quite sure. But he's a finance guru. And he will break it down and humble you. He talks about paying off your debt, not overspending. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, these are some of the people. Dave Ramsey, his daughter, Rachel Cruz, Anthony O'Neill, Crown Financial Ministries. These are people that I watched that just stayed my mind diligent, that I was just constantly focused around the things that I was doing, I just made sure that the voices that were in my head or that I was seeing that were aligned with what I wanted to see in the future. So I did mention, so I want to just give a little checklist of things that I did. So I wrote down every dollar that I owed, so I knew exactly what it was. So mine was $13,510.56. I remember it to this day. My car note at that time was $256.56. I knew everything off the whim. And that was just because I wanted to get out of it. Like I was so disgusted by what I was constantly seeing that I said, I need to remind myself constantly, daily, this is what you owe, let's get out of it, okay? I tracked my spending. I stopped pretending I had more than I did. And I started planning within my means, okay? And slowly you'll see a change. You will see a change slowly but surely. So I have a reflection or just something for you guys to think about. And what's one financial habit God is prompting you to start or stop today? And just think about it. Marinate on it. Just one thing. And it could be anything. It could be buying your $10 coffee, which I think is astronomically insane. I don't know how you, but yeah, that's a $10 coffee. It could be, I don't know, maybe if you have a gym membership, $100 a month, and you could probably go to a $10, whatever it is, just think about that. If there's something that maybe God wants you to start or stop today. So while I was in my waiting period, and while I was applying the rule each and every day, because that's what it is. You have to wake up every morning and make a decision to choose, am I going to continue on this path of turmoil, brain fog, just mad, sad, all the things, or am I going to jump on the other bandwagon where there's serenity, peace, clarity, I was just happy. I'm happy, I paid off my $13,510.56. I paid it off in 13 months. 13 months, okay? I owed my mom $8,000. I paid her off, even though she's like, no, she took it. Hey, Ghanaian mothers. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. She was like, no, worry about yourself. And then, so I sent it in increments. I'm digressing completely. So I sent it in increments in e-transfer. So I was like, Mom, I sent you the money that I owed you, but I'm going to do it in installments. She didn't hear it, I guess. So then she calls me, oh, I didn't see that. I'm like, I thought you told me that it's okay. I thought you said, why are you looking for the money? She's like, oh, well, if you're going to pay it. Don't. I'm like, so pay your parents back. They're going to tell you no, they want their money, okay? So I paid her back, and then I owed my brother money, and I paid him back too. So you want to pay transparently, and and I'll talk more about the biblical finance course. You want to pay everything back. You want to be free from your debtors. We know at the end of the day, there's only one Lord we serve, right? Free from all your debtors. You work on being free from all the people that you owe. Okay? Another big thing. So I was talking about being in my career at the beginning of my career and just being ungrateful, transparently. When my mind switched, and I was grateful because I'm seeing, I'm doing okay. Like, I do have enough to do what I need to do. I started getting promotions. I was working at a company called Claim Secure, and I remember going into that building. First off, even getting that job, I don't even know how. Like, the lady that I met there, I met from Shoppers, and she had left. I worked with her maybe for a month. She had texted me, and she's like, "Hey, Krystle, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good." She's like, "Oh, I'm hiring for a clinical operations specialist." I was like, "Okay." Didn't have a clue what it was. I got the job. It's so funny. I have a girlfriend, Victoria, and she would always ask me, "What do you do?" I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I just come in here and I just read the thing and I do the thing. I don't know I don't even know what the company, quite frankly, does. Now I know. It's a drug adjudication company, but at the time I had no idea. And then while I was in that role and I was doing the thing that I didn't know what I was doing, didn't know the title, I got a promotion. She called me, right? God is so good. She called me into her office and she's like, "Krystle, we're losing, this gentleman at the time, and I really think you're the right person for the job." And I'm like, "What's the job? What does he do?" And it was coverage navigation. Another thing I had no idea. And she's like, "I really think you can do it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." I'm like, what do we do here? Like, what is the company, And I got it. And what I mean, I took that job, and it just changed my life as to where, the current company I am in today is because of that opportunity. But God put me in that opportunity because I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, transparently. I was sticking to the rule every single day, transparently, okay? And I found peace and clarity and in my finances, because I think we all know this. When I'm broke, I'm not happy. I'm sad. I'm like, right? I'll be in church, pastor's like, "Raise up your hand." I'm like, "Oh, I don't have any money, okay?" Sorry. But I'm just gonna be real, that's me, But now, raise up your hand. Woo! Raise But honestly, in everything, it's because I've seen what God can do. I've truly seen what God can do. And it's not because of finance. It's because when you listen and you stick to him and you follow his word, it's not like money is great, but also too, you gotta work with inside of you too, right? You gotta make sure your foundation, everything has to be orderly and in line. So, I spoke about biblical finance. So when Mildred asked me, I was like, "Honestly, Mildred, sure, I can do it." But when I initially started when I was in the black hole and I got the message from God, I was a little bit chaotic, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't even know if I have my biblical finance notes, but I have a great memory." So I was like, "Oh, okay, we can, I can recall some of the things." So when Mildred asked me, I'm like, "I don't even know if he does this anymore." So I said, "Let me ask him, let me call him and see if he's okay if even I speak about it." So I reached out to him via email. He responded to me, he's doing it still. I said, "Hey, Kofi, I'm speaking at this wonderful church, Fruitful House. Even though I live in Ajax, I love Fruitful House. I truly do. I think you guys are chef's kiss. Honestly, I love this church. Could you do one in Ajax? I mean, throwing it out there, don't answer now. Think about it." I said to him, "I'm going to speak at a church for a women's conference, Fruitful House, and I'm going to be talking about biblical finance and all the wonderful things that it's done for me." And he asked me, "Could you tell me?" And I told him all the great things. And I'm like, "Do you still offer the course?" He's like, "Yes, I still offer the course." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Can I promote it? Do you mind if I can promote it for, the woman or the man of God that would like to join?" He's like, "Absolutely." I'm like, "But what's the cost? What can I tell him? What do you guys think the cost would be?" Just throw a number out. Okay, $49.99. $49.99. Anybody else? Free 99. Free 99. He's offering it to you free 99 for you guys, right? And it's phenomenal because it's evolved. Now it's the time of social media. Me and Nadia had to truck ourselves in the morning and go, it's online, I think Zoom, there's a WhatsApp group. Oh, it's my fault. It's not her fault, it's my fault. If it's too big, move. Mildred will share it in a text. Oh, was blocking it? But yeah, so Kofi's willing to do this course for you guys. So what this is, the QR code, I think the first thing is gonna ask you to put in your name, and then it would ask you some of the things that you wanna see for yourself, for financially, and then you click on those things, and then it will join you to a WhatsApp group. And then from my understanding, the way he explained it to me, they do like a challenge. So within that challenge, it's like, I think it's a 30-day challenge, and please correct me if I'm wrong. It could be a 30-day challenge, and then they start the biblical finance. The course is in February, but just to keep the momentum going, he likes to do this, because you don't naturally, we have stuff going on, he doesn't want to lose the momentum. So he does stuff while we wait for the course. The wonderful thing is he's so accessible. He's such a wonderful man of God. He will message you an email, WhatsApp, like just great. And he has a team, 2 other people that are assisting him in this biblical finance course. So if any of you guys are interested, do not hesitate. Like transparently, I'll tell you guys this right now. You guys heard, I started it. I didn't do anything for 2 years, but I did, I jumped back into it. Don't be afraid, don't be hesitant. You know, even if you have a thought in your mind, let me just try. Just try. Just try. At this point, like, really and truly, what do you have to lose? It's God. It's you and God. It's you and God, right? Don't worry about, and that's why I said, my preface in the beginning was, don't focus on what's beside you, what's online. It's you and God, right? You want God to continue promotion. You want more, your finances to increase. Show God that you are responsible with what he's already giving you, right? He's not going to give you more when the $100 he gave you, you didn't do what you needed to do with it transparently, right? So show God, right? Okay. So Mildred, I call her by her last name. Mildred will send it out, okay? And yeah, so as I said, you're probably thinking like, Krystle, I can't do it. Do it. Krystle, I don't know, do it. All the things, do it. I'm here to help. Mildred has my phone number, Nadia has my phone number, a few other people have my phone number in here. If you need to reach out to me, if you need to call me, whatever, do it. After the course, there's the he gives you a spreadsheet. Like, he gives you so many things to set you up for success. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. But anyways, I thank you guys so much for having me here. I appreciate you and I love you.